When you think of ultra-wealthy figures like Elon Musk, Nick Cannon, or even historical giants like Genghis Khan, one thing becomes clear. These men aren't just focused on building empires, they're building legacies. But what's the driving force behind this behavior? Is it love, ambition, or simply having too much time and money on their hands? Let's dive into the baffling and surprisingly logical reasons behind the multi-partner strategies of the world's elite. For some wealthy men, the idea of having multiple children with several partners isn't just about creating a personal family tree. It's about ensuring their genetic legacy lives on for generations. Take Elon Musk, for example. His desire to populate the world with his offspring aligns with a philosophical belief that humanity needs more people to ensure its future. For him, having many children is less about romantic love and more about securing a broader genetic footprint. Musk, like other ultra-wealthy men, seems to subscribe to the idea of quantity over quality. While many of us focus on raising a few children well, Musk is thinking bigger. Why stop at 3 when I could have a dozen? The idea of immortality through offspring also plays a role. By having many children, Musk ensures his name and legacy live on, regardless of how many empires he builds along the way. But what about the lifestyle side of things? For some of these men, managing multiple partners isn't about legacy at all. It's about enjoying the perks of extreme wealth and power. When you have billions at your disposal, the dating pool expands significantly. Why settle down with one woman when you can explore the world's elite dating scene, constantly surrounded by options? For some, the idea of juggling multiple households and families becomes a way to keep life interesting. They can manage this chaos, partly because they can, but also because they need to keep things exciting. Think about it. Who needs hobbies when you can juggle multiple partners and navigate PTA meetings in different locations? For the ultra-wealthy, having children with different partners is almost a status symbol, a personal brand-building exercise, with each child adding a new chapter to their ever-expanding empire. Now, let's be honest here. For men like Musk, Nick Cannon, or any billionaire, the practicality of wealth makes this lifestyle feasible. They have access to unlimited financial resources, private jets, multiple homes, and staff to keep everything running smoothly. Multiple households are no longer a financial burden because they can afford it. Money also grants them the freedom to live outside the constraints of traditional societal norms, allowing them to pursue their version of fulfillment without worrying about the public's judgment. While it might look chaotic to an outsider, the resources they have at their disposal make it manageable. With nannies, personal assistants, and staff to handle most of the day-to-day duties, their version of parenting is more about team parenting than it is about traditional fatherhood. But what about the partners in these arrangements? It's easy to focus on the men, but the women involved have their own reasons for participating. For one, financial stability is a huge draw. Being involved with an ultra-wealthy man means a lavish lifestyle and financial security for both themselves and their children. In some cases, the women enjoy the freedom that comes with co-parenting without the traditional expectations of marriage. The social and professional benefits of being involved with high-profile figures also play a role. Some women align with the idea of creating a legacy and see their involvement as part of a larger plan for the future. Now, here's the big question. Is all of this really about dominance, or is it something else entirely? For some, the allure of managing multiple partners comes from the ego boost it provides. It's not just about love or legacy, it's about proving to themselves and the world that they can handle it all. But here's the twist. While it may seem like these men are the ones in control, the reality is often more complicated. Partners and children have their own demands, and the logistical and emotional complexities of juggling multiple relationships can be overwhelming. The illusion of control often fades when it's time to manage the intricate web of obligations, relationships, and responsibilities. Despite all the advantages, there are undeniable downsides to this lifestyle. First, the logistical nightmares. Coordinating birthdays, holidays, and milestones across multiple families requires a level of effort that even the wealthiest can't ignore. Emotional detachment also becomes a real issue. While financial support is guaranteed, the emotional bonds that come from being present in your children's lives are much harder to maintain when you're spread thin across different households. And let's not forget the public perception. While the wealthy may live above societal judgment, they're not immune to criticism about their family choices, and their children may suffer from the fragmented family dynamics. So, is this lifestyle a success or just controlled chaos? For Musk and other billionaires, it's probably a mix of both. Their wealth makes it possible to manage the challenges of multi-partner parenting without the financial strain, but even they can't escape the emotional and logistical challenges that come with raising children across separate households. Long-term, the impact on the children's emotional well-being is still uncertain. For most people, trying to replicate this setup without Musk-level resources would be an unmitigated disaster, both financially and emotionally. At the end of the day, the real takeaway from Musk's multi-partner experiment is that while his lifestyle works for him due to his vast wealth and resources, it's not practical or sustainable for most people. The best way to build a family, legacy, and emotional connections is through a stable, unified household. Whether it's about legacy or lifestyle, the key to long-term success in family life is not about spreading yourself thin across multiple homes, but about building deep connections, shared responsibilities, and a strong foundation. So, before you decide to build your empire with 10 kids from 10 women, remember, efficiency, stability, and emotional connections are far more valuable than just keeping up with the chaos.